So let's talk about preventing. I'm turning this camera horizontally so that it will be easy to view. Okay, so let's talk about preventing neonatal group B streptococcus infection. So we do antenatal screening, rectovaginal culture, at 35 to 37 week period of gestation. Okay, so what are the indications for intrapartum prophylaxis with antibiotics? GBS bacteriuria, it is an indication for prophylaxis, or GBS urinary tract infection in current pregnancy. So if you see if there is bacteriuria or UTI associated with GBS, so you should give prophylaxis and also treat that, okay, immediately, because GBS bacteria progress to pyelonephritis may progress, so you should also treat it immediately. And another indication is GBS positive rectovaginal culture in current pregnancy, okay, and unknown GBS status. If GBS status is unknown plus any of following, it may be less than 37 week period of gestation, and if status is unknown, then we give prophylaxis, or intrapartum fever, or rupture of membrane for greater than 18 hours. Okay, and another indication is prior infant with early onset neonatal GBS infection. If there is prior pregnancy with early onset neonatal sepsis caused by GBS, then we also give intrapartum prophylaxis with penicillin, intravenous penicillin. So Streptococcus agalactiae or GBS is a common colonizer of genital and gastrointestinal tract. Okay, so patients with GBS colonization are at risk for neonatal complications, including early onset GBS disease. Okay, GBS colonization is diagnosed during pregnancy through either clean catch urine culture at the initial prenatal visit or GBS rectovaginal culture at 35 to 37 week period of gestation. Okay, pregnant patients with asymptomatic GBS bacteriuria on routine screening require immediate antibiotic treatment to prevent progression to upper urinary tract infections and its associated complications. So let's write it down. Pregnant patients with asymptomatic GBS bacteriuria on routine screening require immediate antibiotic treatment to prevent progression to upper urinary tract infections and its associated complications. So what complications may be? Like preterm labor, or acute respiratory distress syndrome, or repeat urine culture, for test of cure is performed a week after completion of antibiotic a week after completion of antibiotic therapy to rule out persistent bacteriuria. However, regardless of treatment or negative test of cure, patients with GBS bacteriuria are assumed to have heavy persistent GBS rectovaginal colonization. Therefore, these patients do not require rectovaginal culture. These patients do not require rectovaginal culture and are treated with intrapartum antibiotic prophylaxis. Okay. So GBS bacteriuria indicates heavy persistent rectovaginal colonization and requires both immediate treatment to prevent obstetric complications and intrapartum prophylaxis to prevent neonatal GBS disease. Okay, that's all. Thank you.